Right, folks, good morning. It's the 31st of May. It's 25 past 10. June's gone for a checkup at the dentist. Now, me and June used to do these videos where I used to give opinions or experiences and talk about things like grief and debt and I can't honestly remember. I think we did one, or we spoke about our miscarriage once. And we talk about life experiences. Now, these videos were quite good and apparently they did help people. And anyway, I feel that unless you actually experience the problem that you talk about, you can't talk about it as such. People say to me, why don't you talk about drugs? Why don't you talk about alcoholism? Well, I've never been a druggie and I've never been an alky. So I can't really give you an opinion on that. I think you actually have to experience it sometimes. Yeah, people go to university and they learn all about it and then they think they're in the position that they can talk to you about things. And I suppose you need help sometimes. People think they know it and they don't. Now, that's not saying that I don't think that I should have an opinion on politics and give you my opinion on politics. Of course I should. This is a free country in theory. People should be able to talk about things and pass on their experience of what they think of politics and stuff, and the current state of affairs. But anyway, there's this lad who I follow on Twitter and he follows me, and he wrote, being 24, I'm definitely too old to consider myself a boy, but I still feel too young, immature to consider myself a man, even though technically I am. Does anyone else relate to this? I feel we're missing a stage for your 20s where you're just a guy. Like if a kid called me a kid, I'd be like, I'm not a kid, mate. But if a kid called me a man, I'd be like, what the fuck? Whereas if a kid called me a guy, I'd be like, yeah, fair enough. That's very deep. Yeah, it's far too deep for a 20-year-old, for somebody in the 20s to be thinking. So I replied by a direct message, right? Because I don't think there's any need to go putting stuff out on Twitter for everybody to see. I think sometimes it's just more personal and, to go to the direct message thing. So I replied, no need to put it out. That's just hot. I replied, just saw your post about being a kid, but also a man. Can I just say, be yourself and do what you think is right. I'm 54 and in my mind I'm still 20. Just live your life and enjoy it. Before you know it, you'll be 30 and trying to buy a house. He said his dad says the same kind of thing. And the reason why that is because his dad has lived a life or part of a life. He has the experience to talk about these things. So I replied again, no worries. The problem is people your age are being fed so much bullshit about everything, it's untrue. It's message overload. Save the world, COVID. Can you say COVID? Fuck it. I won't monetize this video anyway. Ukraine, Russia, what food to eat, what to wear, what sex to be, what to drive, what everything, isn't it? Who to accept and everything else. And if you say the wrong thing, people come after you. So I carried on. I'm okay. I'm 54. I don't give a shit what I say. But for someone your age, it can't be fun. The older you get, the less of a fuck you actually give. You end up trying to please everyone, but everyone but yourself. My advice is do what you want to do and fuck everyone else. If you don't agree, if your people don't agree and turn against you, then they're not your friends. Then I did that. So what I'm thinking is, I've seen this today and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, how the fuck did we end up that how the fuck did we end up that our future, I mean, it's not my future, it's your future really, because whatever happens now, I'm 54, whatever. But how the fuck did we end up that our future kids and youths, or men and women, are talking like this? But this is life. you have to be prepared to change and adapt. You see, the thing is, these teachers of today and the lecturers, yeah, they're more concerned about your gender, your sex, your sexuality and everything like that, and saving the planet. And they don't seem to be teaching you about the fucking real world. They should be getting you ready for life, right? When I went to school in the 70s and the 80s, Mr. Williams and Mr. Speet and Mr. Morris and all those teachers, yeah, Mr. Meek, they all prepared you for life, right? They were trying to prepare you for life, yeah. They were getting you through your exams. They were teaching you stuff, but they were also teaching you about what's happening, yeah? But nowadays, it seems that these teachers, they're more concerned about your sexuality and making you think that anything's possible. They should be preparing you for, teachers today should be preparing you for getting outside and going through those school gates at the last time, or going through the university gates or whatever it is, and being prepared for life. They should be teaching you how to deal with money and buy a house and buy a car, and then they should be teaching you about and experiences of, because when you leave school, you stop messing around with kids your age. You start messing around with older people. And these people, when you start going into the work environment or going into normal life and going into pubs and clubs and restaurants and football and whatever, yeah, these people that you meet won't wrap you up in cotton wool like these fucking teachers do and these lecturers do. That world out there, outside your front door, will fucking chew you up and spit you out. Yeah? You come up against people like me, right? And worse, who won't give a fuck about your feelings. I've worked with kids when I used to work at the plastic factory in Melton. You get people coming in. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. I'm not there to be fucking changing your fucking nappy. I'm there to make plastic at a standard that won't burn if there's a fire in the building. I don't care what you're thinking about fucking what colour you should be wearing or whatever's happening. Just get your fucking job done. But I tell you now, when people who are leaving school now, when they get a job, you will learn more in your first job than you will ever learn at school. Because what you will be doing when you leave school and getting a job, you will be learning life skills. Yeah, you will be learning how to interact with other people. You'll be learning how to talk to people and how other people think. Yeah, if you work in a shop, you have to work out how to talk to different customers. It's man management. Yeah, no, that'll probably upset people. Because you said man management. Fuck off. You have to be ready for disappointment in life. You have to be ready for death. You have to be ready for breakups of relationships. You have to be ready for job loss. You have to be ready for walking into a place and not fitting in and little cliques and stuff and all that. Just had a... Sorry. Yeah. You have to be prepared for rejection and the fact that not everybody will like you. I don't like everybody, and everybody doesn't like me, as there are some people on here now turning out to be. While I was doing the little YouTube game, people used to fucking love me, but now I've started going all fucking proper. People don't like it. You've got to be prepared that you won't always get your own way. You've also got to be prepared that people will come up against you and reject you. They will just not let you get your own way. You won't be the spoilt little brat that you are at home. There are people out there who just live normal life. And this is the problem of today with the 20-year-olds who are not getting up. They're not getting the fact that they can get away with everything. You've also got to be prepared that there's going to be somebody bigger and harder than you who will put you in your fucking place. Yeah? Now, if you can get along with people, there won't be that person there to put you in the place. You have to adapt. The pressure that's being put on our youth today, right, by our government, media and celebrities and big companies, and is unbelievable. It's all consuming and it's all so unnecessary. The way people are having their thoughts controlled is also unbelievable. You say the wrong thing and they'll come after you. If I say the wrong thing, right, if I say something that's really bad, no, I wouldn't go out there to insult somebody on purpose as such. Yeah? But I will have my opinion, and if people don't agree with it, fucking hell, you should read some of the comments below this. When you watch this video, you read the comments. And these people will come after you without a thought. They don't care, yeah? You've only got to look at some YouTuber who accidentally said the wrong thing about something, and they'll come after you. They'll fucking come after you. And then what happens is people start apologising, then they smell blood, and then they've got you even worse. Now, if we were looking to start a family now, right, if me and Jim were thinking, if we were like 20 years ago, today, now, 31st of May, 2023, and we were thinking about starting a family, we would absolutely, really seriously think about not doing it. Because the world is just fucked. It's fucked. We brought Ginger up to look after herself, right? Put herself first. Yeah? Now, that's not in a selfish way, but what the thing is I'm trying to say is that unless you fucking sort your own life out, nobody will else do it. If you don't look after number one, nobody else will do it. Now, Ginger isn't an horrible kid. She's fucking annoying, but she's not a horrible kid. If somebody fell over in the street or something like that, I've always taught her to like go and help them, yeah? Now, that's not being selfish, that's being a decent person. But what I'm saying is, in the world of politics and stuff, whatever we say, it doesn't make any difference. Nothing will change, yeah? Now, some of you out there, because I've said that, I've told Ginge to look after herself and put herself first and be a little bit selfish and stuff, some of you out there, like this Dominic Ainley or whatever his fucking name is, will no doubt find fault and leave a long message. In fact, when you've read this, just have a look for Dominic. He'll be there, or she'll be there, or he, or whatever he fucking is, it, them, they. They'll be leaving comments, and it'll be a massive long comment, and I won't read it because I just can't be asked to read him, her, it, whatever it is. And he'll be there leaving a massive comment. But you see, people like Dominic think they have the answers, but they don't, because they've not really got any life experience. They haven't really got the skills to actually deal with things. They just seem to think that everybody should just live and get on with it. And, you know, people think we should just accept this Dylan Mulvaney. You heard his latest one? Dylan Mulvaney wants to be a lesbian and get made pregnant by a woman. And people are supposed to accept this. It ain't happening. I fucking ain't accepting it. And if you think that's fucking right and normal, then you're fucked in the head. But you see, these people that when you make, you see, now I've made that comment. Now some will moan about that. And they think they can live in the perfect world. Well, the perfect world don't fucking exist. Because my ideas are the perfect world. You see, these people who come after you and try to bully you down, they are bullies. These lefties, they will bully you into, they try to bully you into submission. Somebody left a fucking comment about these Stop Oil protesters might get killed. One day somebody's going to run them over, and they were laughing about it. And I thought, yeah, I'll fucking laugh about that, I know. Now, obviously, I don't want to see people die, but if they believe in their cause enough, they will probably die for it. But you see, what they say is these lefties, they like to try and bully you into submission. They'll put comments up and they try to put you into a little box and beat you down and bully you into submission. And they try to embarrass you. And they say it's debate, but it's not really, is it? It's not really debate, it's just bullying. Bullying, and they seem to think they can get away with it. Fuck off. Fuck off. I'll have my opinion and I'll say it, and that's it. I think it would be. If some of these Stop Oil protesters did get run over, so fucking what? They want to do that. They want to put their lives on the line or the bodies on the line, so fucking what? No. If I seen on the news that Stop Oil protester had been run over, and what? Because whatever you do in life doesn't mean anything, really, does it? In the years I've voted, yeah, I have learned since COVID, right, that it means absolutely fucking nothing. The politicians are all corrupt. They don't mean anything. It's all just one big, massive fucking organisation to brainwash you into believing stuff, and then you get these lefties who actually think it's right. Whatever you do don't mean anything. Whoever you vote for doesn't mean anything. They're all the fucking same. So what I'm saying is, if you're a 20-year-old in your 20s, go live your fucking life. Stop whittling, stop worrying. Yeah? Go out with your friends, have a drink, have a laugh, make memories. Because no fucker else will. You don't want to be sitting there in your 30s thinking, in your 40s even, thinking, where the fuck did my life go? You really need to start living, people. All you out there campaigning and stuff, it's not going to make a blind bit of difference. It's not going to do anything. I'm still waiting for Manhattan and the Maldives to go underwater. That was predicted fucking years ago. Here's another one for you. Go and watch Bless This House, the film. Yeah? Sally and the brother were going to meetings about saving the planet. That film is over 50 years old. So, if you're in your 20s, phone your mates up, organise nights out and go and have a laugh. Responsible, be responsible, try and save some money for your future, but just go and enjoy your life, because one day it'll be fucking over. One day you'll be sitting in a chair with a fucking pipe up your cock, shitting in a bag and spoon-fed by some nurse. Go live your life, go make memories, and tell all of them, the government, the media, and all these brainwashing fucking lefty loonies to fuck off.